During the 1700s and early 1800s, great changes took place throughout the known world. Infant mortality decreased, which meant the population began to increase. Europe was finally recovering from the dramatic population decrease brought about by disasters such as the bubonic plague and the numerous wars that had been racking Europe for the past several centuries. Unfortunately, this population growth meant there were more bodies that needed clothing, and with their resources stretched, everyone was having a hard time meeting ends. These desperate people's answer, however, was already part of their lives, merely hidden in the form of a cottage industry also known as the domestic putting out system.
How are we ever going to make it through the winter if we can barely clothe ourselves? Boo-hoo-hoo. Don't worry, I've discovered a way to save us. We can make our own clothes.
Putting out system was also known as the workshop system, which is the means of subcontracting work. This work was contracted by a central agent to the subcontractors. The subcontractors completed their work in their own facility like home.
I have some raw materials that I need made into socks. Who can do it for me? Ooh, I can. I'll turn your raw materials into socks so we can all survive this winter.
It was mostly the production of goods in private homes under the vision of the merchant who put out the raw materials. This merchant also paid a certain sum per each finished piece and sold a new item to another market, also used in England for the most part.
Ooh, that's 6,987 socks done. Good job. I'll pay you almost nothing, and you can get started on the next 6,978 socks. Okay.
The cottage industry began as a way for families to bring in a little extra money during a hard season. Almost the entire process of the cottage industry took place in the worker's home, a cottage. In the 1700s, a cottage was a small, one-roomed cottage that functioned as much as a home as it did a workshop. The entire family was used in the production, even toddlers. The youngest children able to work, and elderly who were still able to work, combed cotton or wool for spinning, while the women and older children prepared this raw material and spun it into thread. The men were the weavers.
But I don't want to comb yarn today, Mother. I want to go outside and play. I know you don't want to, dear, but you have to. Now go over there by your grandmother and comb that yarn. Hi, Grandmother. What? I can't hear you. I'm combing yarn. Must I really comb yarn today? I want to play. You will comb that yarn, child. You will comb it with your grandmother while your mother spins, and the leader and breadwinner of this house, weaves it into clothing you can wear. Fine. I'll comb the stupid yarn.
This system soon grew to be a very favorable form of work, drawing in much of the large unemployed and unregulated population.
I love this work. It's so much better than toiling in the fields, as so many others do. I do agree. It is much, much better. I don't. What? I can't hear you. I'm combing yarn. Grandmother, it's the end of the play. Oh.
Yes, that is the end of our play.